Hello, how you doing? It's Bitter Sun. Welcome everybody. This is episode 4. Episode 4, season 1. Bitter Sun, Book of Healing. I don't know who's tuning in or who's checking it out, but welcome to. This is my poetry book. I was always thinking. I woke up one day and I was like, maybe a couple weeks ago. Man, my poetry book. If I die, this is going to sit around and never get out online or nothing. So I might as well just share this with everybody. When I was writing all this in about 6 months back in like 93, 94, I wrote all this stuff. It came out and I just felt so at peace with myself. So that's why I'm calling this the Book of Healing, because I feel after, some of the stuff you might relate to, and you'd be like, you know what? I wasn't the only one that felt that way. So anyways, I just want to show you here. Today, there's a band called Gardy Lou. Can you see that? Yeah, Gardy Lou. Check them out. I just put out a demo and a poem today. Touring again. And it was like around my second tour or third tour. Yeah, second and third tour back to back with Ripped and Gardy Lou. We both did records, toured, came back to Tampa, recorded records, back on tour again. Great time, having fun. So that song and poem is now on my site for free. You can check it out. So just let you know that. So I'm going to get to this poem book right now. Thank you for checking out. God bless everybody around the world. God bless. Thank you. I don't know what we're getting into because I ain't checked this book out. Like I said, I'm kind of dyslexic, and for me to read a book, I hardly ever read a book in my life, but I wrote one. So we'll get right into it. This is episode 4, season 1. I think I do have one song lined up I want to play live after this. So if you want to stick around after I do about 5 poems, I don't know exactly what these are all. These are all scribbled real quick. I wrote these real fast, so it's hard for me to read them. They're 30 years old in this book, so bear with me. We're gonna get right into this next one here. I always like to check the glossary just to make sure that the book is in the order it's supposed to be in, because when I put this back, I don't know when I did it, but this one's called You Hold the Key. So let's see here. You hold the key. Take your time. Then it says you hold the key. You hold the key. Yeah, my life is yours. And it says you hold the keys, number 19. Page 19. Very interesting. My life is yours. That's way off. So we're getting right into this. It's like all this glossary and all this is all going to come together. That's why I'm not doing the glossary till the end. So this glossary probably going to change as I go through this. So like I said, we get into touring again. I did all these. My life was yours. That's what I did last week. Was My Life Was Yours. Right. So we're getting into You Hold the Key. Here we go. Stuck in your own society, in a nutshell, trapped with no way out, 4 walls with no exit, locked up feet off the ground. I'll hang from this tree alone. Or thee? What do I do with this mission that we're all on? No duties were aimed to please you. Has been hidden by all making fun. cabin fever, arthritic, stored away. Adam and Eve, why bring this to be? Me, I'm seeing myself this way. Week after week, weeker after week, dying life, living in torture. Torture us all. Plus, feelings are hurt. Why can't you? Why can't you help us through? Nutcracker, no longer trapped. Trapped. All the walls fall, and so easily it falls. I hold the key, no longer locked up. Mudslide, now I'm gone. What to do with this mission? We're all on. Quite interesting. That is a locked you hold the key. That's you hold the key. Now that one there is quite interesting. You hold the key, that poem, because like I said, I'm a self-taught poet. I never read too many books, but as I was writing these poems, something was coming through me. And if in this book, you'll see I write 4 lines, the first 4 lines, and then at the end of this poem, like this one is an example, the last 4 is the opposite of the first 4 lines, where I says, like, stuck in your own society in a nutshell. And then it says, Nutcracker, no longer trapped. And then up here it says, 4 walls in no exit. And then it talks about you hold the keys no longer and how the walls fall. So it's like it comes down through about you really having control over your life and getting through things. So I mean, this is an interesting poem, you know, having fun writing poems. So that's called You Hold the Key. And thanks for checking in here. Buddha's Son Book of Healing. All right. And we'll get right into the next one right here. This one here is called Bail Us Out. Bail Us Out, you know, 2006, 2007. I wrote this, I had this idea, had a bad, you know, loans, no one could get loans then. You know, so this has been going on for a long time. And you know, I thought when I wrote this, you know, it was like, this is going to be a song that's going to hold the test of time. And here we are today. I mean, a song I'm just not putting out. Now I know how to release the MP3s and the, you know, and do music videos. So it's great that I can make a music video with the song myself. And I'm blessed to be here this long. And I hope you're enjoying some of the videos and songs that I am doing. So music and art and freedom, man, it's just a beautiful thing. I love it. You know, I'm blessed to be able to do it still. So here we go. This is called Bail Us Out. I wrote this 3 different ways. There's an acoustic version, kind of like an industrial version, and then there's there's 3 different styles and 3 different, like, one's called Quit Wasting Money on Other Countries when money's needed right here at home. And I got another version called Bail Us Out. So here we go. Take care of all of us here at home without a place, watching money get blown to some other place. Why don't you really care about your brother and sister's place? Why can't you face up to me and talk to me face to face? I wouldn't let you step into our shoes and be misplaced. Just take one step into our misery. Then, maybe then, you would change history. But just quit wasting money on other countries' best when the money is needed right here at home. God bless. Go read is looking elsewhere. Religion still stuns us all. 24 billion to Russia. Trillions are now blown. Too many people here without a home. So let's bring it all back home. Okay, so let's bail us out. That's the version there that kind of goes, I wrote a long time ago, and it's quite interesting about that. It says right there, 24 billion now is blown, trillions are now blown. It was a news article back then when we gave Russia like millions of dollars. I don't even think it was billions then. We was just in the millions giving stuff away. And then this in the billions and trillions. So the numbers might change, but here we are. We just need to take care of us a little more here at home. And like that one song goes, mind your own business. God bless America. God bless our soldiers. Keep them safe. All right, we're going on to the next one. What we got here? Okay. Like I said, some of these are very hard to read. They're very old. And I want to get these all done right too one day. And we'll release the actual writings. The actual writings might get released one day. That'd be kind of interesting. Okay. Why does this have to be? This is called On the Defensive. So, it's on the defensive. Why does this have to be? And you put me to this level. Why must you put me through this stage? You come toward me. I show you nothing. But nothing's hate. But my love, I don't. Now, but you scare you. Never will I let mine, and never will you. Everyone will every day, and for everything, the way you come at me, I won't come at you, but I won't let my guard down. And that one there, that one, that was difficult to read. But I go on the fly because I'm a poet as I know it. So hope you enjoyed that. And that's called Don't Let Your Guard. That's called On the Defensive. Right here live, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, season 1. The Bitter Sun Book of Healing. And it's nice that I'm going to have this hopefully through the end of the year, and everything on this book will be recited, spoken word, online live, and typed out by the end of the year, which would be great for my own history in the future. After, we'll never know. Hopefully, I live to live on for a little while, and people can look back at this later. And we can all laugh and enjoy it, however it goes. Okay, so here we go. Next page. Oh, I like this one. This is a good poem. This is called Dirt and Sand. Dirt and Sand. Little kids, go play. Leave me my space. Out the door I go. Get your toys off the steps. Sitting in my fantasy land I made from this dirt and sand. Pushing my cart with my hand. Throwing my paper airplane. Fly for me as planned. Little kid, your playland really ain't so funny if you knew where it came from. Someday you'll know what death is all about. For someday you will die and slowly become sand. I think it's natural to feel death in your hand. We all like to play in the dirt and sand. Playing with the future and dreaming of driving is fun. But one thing we all got to do is become part of the land. Your time is coming. It's all within your hand. Grab some dirt. Grab some sand. Feel your future. Get real close to it. Go, kids. Go play in the dirt and sand. So there we go. That's pretty cool, huh? And that one's called Dirt and Sand. Yeah. Go, kids. Have fun. Play. Go play. Get off the computers a little bit. Go out and play in the yard. You know, get a spider. You know, maybe an ant. Throw it in the web. Focus on everything around you. Like yoga in the universe. Ever just feel that? Feels good. Just to feel Mother Nature. All right. Here we go. Next one. Okay. Perfect. So perfect. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So perfect. Okay, that's what this one here is called. Why must I hear this again? Again. It must stop. Stop. Can't you see? Can't you see? I don't care anymore about the past in you, man. You a classed act, but nothing of you will be mentioned in history class. Always on top of everything and in between. So how you're always just fine and just right. Will you just shut the F up and say nothing at all? At least once. Quitting time. Put your head down and try it. It's fun. That's my bitter son right there. It's called Perfect. So perfect. That bitter son. All right. I can't believe we're going on to the next one. This is episode 4. And season 1. The Book of Healing is a name I just thought up with real quick, but I think it works well. I mean, there is a book called Bitter Son that is out. It's been out for a long time. I have nothing to do with that. Some copyright infringements and all that kind of stuff. Mine's called Bitter Son Book of Healing. Has nothing to do with anybody else's book. So, there we go. You got to watch what you do nowadays online. Okay. So, here we go. On to the next one. Welcome, anybody tuning in. My name is Bitter Son. Yo. And I do all kinds of stuff, make stuff. You can see I make my own clothing out of ties and hats and sunglasses, different things. So if you're just tuning in, yep. I do my own original products. music and writing and everything, it's nice having this kind of freedom and not, having a label saying you can only do this, you can only play out this time, you can't go do that. I know other bands on labels when it's like, hey, let's go do a show together. They're like, sorry, not allowed because it's against my contract. So they don't have the freedom, but I do. Whoa, this one looks rough. Ooh. I must have been really pissed off when I wrote this one. I hate you all. Okay? That's not too nice. Looking at you all right in the eye and shaking your hand with a smile. Welcome you into my house. You into my bath and smoke my pot. It really doesn't matter to you all making up excuses from right to left. Never again am I to trust you, let you slide. Everyone out to take something, and I know I'm going to let you slide. These words, this goes out to you all. Don't ever trust me again, because I'm using you all for what you all are worth. Everybody's running in their own little rat race. Trust me, because me and everything, it's not worth it. And you are all trapped. You have no way out. Don't talk to me then, because even then, now, I don't give a shit. That's called I Hate You All. So that's an interesting poem. That's 30 years ago. Like I said, back when I was 20, some of these poems, like the past first, second, and third episode, I've realized I was thinking about this, like when I was driving, the other day, and I was like, wow, these young kids, how do they feel like they already lived like a full life, like so young, and they're like suicidal, like, man, I lived a full life, it's over. And if you look up some of my writings in 25, I'm 54 now. Like 30 years ago, I had that mindset. In some of these poems, you can see, like, after living this whole life, I see why people blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dang, I felt like I could see how I felt like that. But I just want to let you know, these last 25 years have been just amazing. How much life and things that have happened. And I'm just blessed every day. And I pray every day that I can live another 25. So, just to let you all know, man, these young kids out there, so much to life that will come, and it's amazing. Just count your blessings, and every day God gives you things and people in your path. You just got to figure it out. What are these lessons for? Why did I meet this person? Why did they tell me that? Is this a message? And a lot of times you look back at the bad things and everything turns out, wow, I'm glad that happened because it turned me into this today. So, anyways, Bitter Sun Lessons. Anyways, here we go. Next poem. I'm going to bring this out of this plastic because these things are a little difficult to read here. Okay. Like I said, I haven't read these in a long time. I wrote them real quick. Now, I'm dyslexic, so everything ain't spelt right. I apologize for the misspelling and stuff like that. Okay, this is called Respect Life. All born in sin. All have good faith. Been misled through life. Don't give a fuck no more. Oops. Don't give a F no more. So, watch out, Satan. Yeah, you might lose it all. Foolish with life. Trying to lose it all. Foolish with life. Thought you had it all. Foolish with life. Now you lost it all. And that's called respect life. You know, some of these poems are real quick, 4 lines, some are long, some are stories. You know, it's like I said, I am a fictional writer. I write in third person, in spoken. I write in different kind of ways. So I mean, there's different things. Like in one poem, I could talk third person, it's one second person, first person in one line. You know, so these are kind of yeah, really get into it to know where it's at. So this one's here called Regroup. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Over here, the Bitter Sun Studios. And oh yeah, I just want to say, next week I'm gonna be traveling. I do believe. So I'll be live on location somewhere next Sunday. So I got some shows planned around Florida, all over the coast. So I'll be traveling around like 10 months, maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 different locations, and recording an album at the same time, getting my act together to save for my 2025 tour. So this one here is called Regroup. Well, it's all packed up. Too many enemies. Can't live on these streets no more. Start it up, let's go. Too many fights unfinished. Say goodbye to Ninth and C and graffiti. Heading through the Holland Tunnel, not knowing when we'll return. Heading back to my hometown, Canton, Ohio. I am. Gotta regroup, gotta reassemble, we gotta regroup, I'm gonna relocate. Once we get there, we'll get some jobs. Start a new plan. Once again, planning a time of a lifetime. Well, let's pack it up. Saved enough money. My parents totally doubt me. Starting it up, let's go. Now we're leaving for shore. It's time. This time we're not coming back. 17 shows are planned. Tennessee, Indiana, Kentucky, Missouri, Mississippi, all of Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama to Tampa. This is where we'll relocate. This is where we'll regroup. So that's a true story right there. That's like when we left New York, went to Ohio, then we ended up going on the West Coast tour, kind of like Midwest. And I relocated in Tampa. That was interesting. Yeah, and in that tour, we got on a record deal with Lethal Records. That's Ripped. I produced the Through My Eyes CD. So I know about the music business and getting ripped off. So, anyways, I'll be selling that ripped CD and making money off that. Trust me, online here pretty soon. There's 2 of their albums I have credit for as producer. So yeah, 30 years is up, whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna start selling them. Try and sue me, Lethal Records. So anyways, next one. It's called Strong Mind Focused on My Goals. It says 6/17/96. So this is in 96. So some pages are in here that maybe some stuff I wrote last year. So, you know, there is different pages in here, but the majority was written way back then. Let's see what this one says. All right. Let's make sure this is the right one. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. I'm sorry about that. Let's see what we got here. You know, here we got people at the other studios, you know what I'm saying? So traveling up and down the hall here at the studios. Anyway, so I need to take care of White. All right, we're down here 19 defensive. The dirt, perfect, so perfect. I hate you all. Respect life. Regroup. Save me. Not my show. A lot of these are going to be out of, is not with this glossary I'm seeing. So we're going to get right into this next one here. Right after this one. Respect life. Regroup. Strong mind. I hate you all. Respect life. Regroup. Strong mind. Save my shell. That save my shell is from regurgitation. That should be there. But you know, like I said, this is live. So here we are live. And this is unedited, unscripted. So that's what's kind of interesting. I'm not going to look through the book. But we're going to get this book put together. You and me right here live. So the next page, I'm going to put in this and change the glossary live. You're with me. Like I said, this is fun. Just hanging out in someone else's place. It's like live stuff happens, you know. So we're going to go right into this. And unfortunately, like I said, I ain't got no manager. I ain't got no label. So I can edit this how I go. So 30 years ago, I threw these pages together. Next one. Strong mind. Focus on my goals. Was the date I had with destiny. Too many bad karmas. Played with the devil. Turning things around. So I will have lived a more easier and respectful life without you. My soul does have a peace and has a price. So money can't buy me. So don't try me. I promise I'll never quit. I have thanked you for all of your support. These ashes are a new beginning for us. And so don't quit on me. Because life, I said I will never quit. And I owe it all to you, Mary Worth. I know you know who God is. And someday I will too. But you know what I got to do. Clear a better path for me and you. I started to do, it's all up to me. Now I can see. Stronger mind and focus on my goals. And that's an interesting poem there, how I speak to Mary Worth in this poem. And that's not the cartoon character from the cartoon. Like I said, I was raised atheist, which is crazy. My parents, they never believed in God. They said worms eat you and there's darkness. So at age 5, I started getting into like spiritual stuff, and I'm feeling like some ghosts and stuff like that. Like there's something there, you know. And then get into this story real quick. You're going to learn about this through this book. So I wrote other poems about my spiritual connection with ghosts doing seances. When I was 9, my older brother and sister out in California. Excuse me, this noise. I watched my older cousins, my brother and sister, do a seance. And I was only like 9 or 10. But about 5 years later, I had people die, suicide. I was real young, so I tried to do seances. It was like, God, is there a soul? Is there spirituality? So I was doing seances for like 5 years. I'd done a lot of them. 3 of them worked majorly to where God gave me a sign so evilly and interesting. I'm glad I never got attached to. This was way back in like 89. A furnace turned on like July in Ohio, like a demon, like a dragon. It blew the curtains all out and all these posters off the wall, and the phone rang real loud, and these people all crying, and they looked at me like I'm some kind of devil worship. I'm like, holy crap. I never knew this was going to happen that way. So at that point, I knew that there's definitely something right here. It's good and evil you can tap into. We can move mountains. You know, we all get into our mind, and we all focus like yoga, you know, like we all just positive energy. We all hold hands around the world. We could create this energy that you wouldn't believe, but you gotta believe. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna get more into that later in other book, part of the book. So yeah, I'm totally into like knowing that Jesus is my man. You know, there's all those, you know, the Mayan stories and the Inca story and the Samaritan stories in Iraq. It's like 30,000 years of those texts and how they handed down to like the Buddha religion, you know, then it comes handed down, the tribes come down later, you know, all these times that, like, you know what, no one's left because they kill people often. But I got this story. This is how my family's, and the stories get changed through times, but it's all the same story. Someone amazing coming down and mixing and making Jesus, making Gilgamesh, making like new people know nowadays, Avatar, you know, all this stuff. It's probably 90% real. It's pretty dang close. A lot of proof out there. It's on my Facebook. You can check a lot of it out. Here we go. Next one. Oh, it's Save My Shell. So we're just going to flip that around. It's backwards in the book. So, Save My Shell. This was a project of like total death metal I was doing called Regurgitation, where I thought I'd do stuff about nature. And this is about killing sea turtles and trying to quit killing sea turtles. So by screaming, like, it sounds like singing evil, but I'm really singing about saving sea turtles. So I thought that'd be a cool little twist, you know. So this is one of the songs from Regurgitation. It's a project I never put out, but this is one of the songs for Regurgitation, and I did flash the Regurgitation logo. Here we go. And another thing. I have never felt so free in this oxygen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As water runs over me, things run so smoothly. As I walk in air, my life seems so perfect. No starvation. Always a roof over my head. Being a sea turtle is not wrong. I was here before you were, and to be used is wrong. To just take us and throw us down and use us and drag us through the sand to die together just to blow our heads off. Help save us, not our shell. And that's the, like I said, I do fictional writing, and I am like a person that, you know, wants peace on earth. Maybe that's why I'm kind of like, maybe I'm reincarnated. You know, I don't want to step on an ant. You know, sometimes we do that in this plane, but yeah, you know, so that's Save Your Shell. We're killing the sea turtles. I like what they're doing around here in Tampa, St. Pete on the beach. if you're ever down here on tour, you know, stuff like that, traveling around vacation, you know, they keep the lights at a weird level during the sea turtle season so they don't go towards all the resorts. It's interesting. Yeah, you know, you learn stuff down here about the ocean. They keep the lights. It's like a thing they have to do in that area. So you go to the gas station and they got like this weird lighting. It's all, I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, I want to make sure the sea turtles can see the moonlight. So the babies go to the ocean, not to the gas station. So that's an interesting fact. So maybe I'll get into a song here. You know, I've been talking a lot. I apologize. We're gonna get into this song. It's gonna be probably the first song. I just got to write this one, but I think it's gonna be the first one on the new record. It's coming out next year. It's about a genie. You know, you get a drink at a bar, you know, and you rub the bottle once, you run it twice. Boo, Mama Gina. You know, you have a good time. So it's a fantasy story. It's called Mama Gina. We'll get into that song here. I like this guitar right here. Let me take a drink. I've been talking so much. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I'll be doing this live next week. I'm going to go do traveling around all over Florida. So maybe you'll see me. I'll be doing Uber and doing shows and doing what I can do. Having a little bit of fun. Spreading around some cat toys and sunglasses and neckties and lingerie or whatever I do. Maybe drop off a couple of these glitter buns. I'll drop these off everywhere. This one is called Mama Gina. Teasing everyone around with your fruit. So much attention's making you so high. Everybody wants to take you for that ride. We can walk, we can fly, and baby, I will buy you, girl, acting so crazy, sexy motion starting to faze me. Let's get back to my place and get crazy. going to land. We got it going on. Up in here. Who needs a beer here? We got it going on. Up in here. Baby, make it feel real nice. Mama Gina, I'm gonna love you. Rub it once, rub it twice, rub it 3 times, baby, make it feel real nice. Mama Gina. Alright, something like that. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, that's a new cut too, so we going over that one. And that's going to be in the middle of recording in the studio as well for next year. Mama Gina. You know, we're going to get that all put in tracks and then put in place part. And, you know, we just wing these things, you know, just play them a lot differently and all. Ain't all set in stone quite yet. So that was Mama Gina. A lot different songs than like on the demo that I'm coming out with. So I'm making a acoustic rock version of that and a dance version. Hope you enjoyed that. And that was episode 4, season 3 of the Bitter Sun Book of Healing. I appreciate everybody checking in. God bless. Don't forget to say your prayers every day. And just remember, you can feel the vibe of the world. Do prayers every day. Keep positive. Positive energy. Deuces. Thank you for tuning in.